Good morning, YouTube. So behind me sits a rented DYNA firewood processor. This is the DYNA SC-15. It is a 2025 model, and when I picked it up it had 92 hours on it. Right now it has 111, I think it is. So we put 17 hours on it. Let me show you what we did with it. We were able to make this mountain of wood. Pretty good size pile. Over there we've got a trailer loaded up with wood. We've got the off-road dumper filled up with wood. And it's all pretty nice stuff. We made all this wood. We made that wood. We got the 7x12 morts filled up. We delivered 3 loads in the 7x12 morts that are not here to be seen on camera. And we made that wood. So that is what we were able to get processed with a 2-day rental. If you guys remember, there was 2 log truck loads of ash piled there. And now they're in firewood sized pieces. We also had a bunch of ash staged here, and we had some black walnut that we got out of that pile over there. So we picked this thing up on Friday afternoon, and we used it a little bit Friday. It takes about 20 minutes of using this machine before you're proficient at it. The controls, once you get used to it, are really easy and user-friendly. But when you first step up here, it takes you just a short time to figure out what you got to do. DYNA has everything really user-friendly on this machine. It's really nice, the amount of wood you can put on the live deck, and it's really nice to feed the wood in. You just pull the handle. You want to clamp the saw, you clamp it down. You want to back the log up, you back it up. To make it split, you push the button here. If you have an issue, you can make the splitter go back and forth there. The oiler was very reliable. We did change the chain. It was getting a little dull after the 2 log truck loads of wood. So when we got over here to this wood, I changed the chain. And even that wasn't too bad. All you got to do is take these 2 nuts off. The adjuster is right there at 7/16 head. That's how you adjust it. I cleaned the bar out so the oil was good, running through the bar, and put it back together and had no problems. So another thing that was really nice was the conveyor. It worked really well. I have it pitched a little higher right now. I was planning on pulling ahead a little bit. If you have it at that angle there, the wood might start to fall down. You would want to have it lower. More of an angle like that. The consumption of fuel was not bad. We'll jump over to the other side and I'll show you that. Yesterday I added 6 gallons of fuel. We are now at 1/8 of a tank. So basically we ran it for 17 hours without having to add much fuel. This little engine here, cat power, is really nice. It's not that loud. Sure does make some wood chips, that's for sure. Tried to catch some in that drum there. The bar oil that we used, I have not added any, and we still have half a tank of bar oil, which is good in my opinion. I would have thought it would have used a lot more bar oil than that. So here's a better view of this pile here. So like I said, this is a rental unit. If you go on DYNA's website, they have a spot on their website where you can put in your zip code, and it'll show you all of the rental spots that DYNA has. Some of them are owned by DYNA and some are privately owned. This particular unit is rented through DELAGRANGE Rental Service LLC. They are located in Medina, New York, on Route 104. Their telephone number is 585-409-0257. If you're in the Western New York area, I would highly suggest this unit. This unit is virtually brand new, and it works awesome. This was our first wood processor that we've ever used. Normally we are just using our Wolfridge 28 Pro, but man, was this thing awesome to run. Like I said, it takes you about 20 minutes before you become proficient at running these levers. But after you got that little bit of runtime under your belt, everything runs pretty smoothly. If you have decent logs that are fairly straight, they'll sit right here on the live deck, and you can feed them in and just go to town. I was very happy with this whole entire experience, from pickup, using it, and the user-friendliness, and talking to people associated with DYNA. Everything went smooth and worry-free, especially with this unit being virtually brand new. I know that there are a few other places in the area that rent DYNA products. You don't necessarily have to go to DELAGRANGE if it's not close to you. But my experience was great. So I'm hoping that this video helps anybody that has been thinking about renting a wood processor. One thing you have to know is you need help. You need more than one person. You got to have your friends over. In my case, my good buddy and my father were here most of the time. And then we had neighborly Homestead stop over. He's also got a YouTube channel. And I believe he made a video of this as well. On the first day, we were using trucks to move the wood. And on the second day, we just used the conveyor and we put it in a pile. When we had trucks going, there was a lot of moving parts. The pile idea is probably easier. You don't need to be jumping in and out of trucks, moving wood, backing trailers under it. But it was nice to clean up the area that we were working in, so it worked out really well for us. I'd like to thank DYNA Products and also DELAGRANGE Rental Service LLC. Well guys, thanks for watching. Happy farming as always, and I'll see you on the next one. Here is some footage of this amazing machine at work. I hope you liked the video.